Hey there. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a change starting today. So I always felt that with my Sitraps, there's always been a little bit of imbalance of what I'm saying and what I'm not saying because I want to give enough situation to understand what's happening in the war, but I also don't have an I don't want them I want them to be short so people can just watch them and be okay with this. But also it doesn't give me a lot of time and space to talk about the things that I want to talk about, like the greater scale and the philosophy that is behind this war, and maybe give kind of predictions and not analysis but kind of like summation around the what the experts are saying, what's the future possibilities and so on, and my thoughts on it. So I'm gonna split now the sitraps in two. Part one will be like this. It's going to be short and sweet, where I'm just going to explain what's happening on the fronts. And then part two is going to be some longer videos, maybe like a podcast style, where I'm just going to be talking about different aspects and philosophy and potential future of war. With that said, let's jump into the actual sitrep. So, a couple of things happened in the last days. So Ukraine is doing quite well with the Kharkiv offensive. They don't really like they are regrouping right now to kind of finish the job, but it's expected to do that they will, but it's a lower priority around this area for the Ukrainians. So instead, what they did is basically they slapped Russians in the face, and they established crossing like a pontoon bridge crossing over on the Russian side. So basically, what I was saying before, when I was showing, is like this. But obviously, I didn't know where exactly they're gonna cross the river. But now they've crossed the river here, and now they're pushing up and to the east, basically, to cut off the supply lines for this Izium grouping, which is great because they're pushing here, and they are actually trying to push here as well a little bit. So this creates a huge effort, and this creates threats around Kupiansk, which is like a major hub, because I said that this line of supply is kind of getting cut. But the second line is this one. So if Ukrainians are going to strike at Kupiansk here, then that means that no supplies will be coming in. So the only supply lines that will be left is essentially like going all the way here by the main roads, or maybe like this. But still, that's not a very nice way of getting. Oh, wow! What did I do? Getting the stuff into the front lines. So Ukraine is getting an advanced push on this line, which is great, and they're having pretty good time at it. So Izium, the only two major kind of push directions that are left is around this here, around Popasna, Izium, and they try to push here, but they encountered a lot of resistance. So they really are trying to kind of get this over with and encircle. And there is still a possibility of encirclement, but unfortunately they're having extremely slow progress, and it seems that they are not getting anywhere. All the rest, it's stuck. So, and here the important part is that what Ukrainian and other experts are reporting is that these attacks that Russia is doing is basically attacks to take the positions that are easier to defend. They want to take and basically put themselves. This is something that they might have happened before negotiations, when the armies try to get at a stronger position as they get. I don't expect them to be negotiations, but I'm going to talk about this in another video. But it seems that Russians are, and it's been reporting that Russians are digging in all across the front line. And there is a huge issue with that because while they're starting to dig in, they're really having troubles with resources. And again, this is something I want to touch upon in the other video, so go listen to that one once it's up. So we expect Ukraine to kind of get some ground here, maybe push towards Kupiansk because they had the action. On all of the rest, it is expected that Russia will make some kind of steady progress here, maybe somewhere here, and maybe they will continue crossing the river, and they will even cross the river. So there's still a slight possibility that they will be able to encircle, but it's a very, very rough possibility. But here, I want to talk about something that. Oh, and also, yeah, obviously, Mariupol has fallen now, right? Well, it didn't fall, it surrendered. And what does this mean? Well, Russians are out, so that's it. They don't have any more attacking power, possibility. So they are going to now try to go on the defensive. And the next couple of weeks, we might expect not much happening. And so far, everything is approximately as expected. There has been some videos reporting that Ukraine is preparing the troops for their attacking stage, so they're gathering the troops. I've seen some of those videos, and some of the friends from the Ukrainian army are reporting to me as well that they are doing that. So a lot of the NATO equipment, there it's not actually reaching the front lines as we are expecting. They are actually using it to form actual battle tactical groups that will be fresh and nice on the new offensive that will come in maybe a couple of weeks, or starting in the mid to June to July. So that is the area. So around the midsummer we can expect the Ukrainian offensive to start going. And I gotta tell you, like, the what I've seen so far about these troops that are being prepared, it looks pretty amazing. Like, to be honest, after, like, you see videos from the front lines and where the troops are tired and, like, dirty, and they're like, oh my god, like, we cannot do anything, like, let's just like shoot, like, lazily shoot tanks and so on. And then you see the pictures of these new fresh Ukrainian troops that are eager to fight, that are having all these nice clean vehicles, and it's like, yeah, we're preparing to kick their ass. So there's a lot of prospects for this war, but I'm going to talk about this again in the other video. So I hope this gives a little bit of an update for what's the situation on the front lines. We're getting in a slow stage, and there's probably not going to be that often of an update. I'm going to put some days in between it.